This is my Eponine hat. I so feel like Eponine when I'm wearing this hat. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome to the family. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe by hitting that little subscribe button down there. And if you want to be notified of all my videos, then feel free to press that little bell. So, I believe I am cursed. I believed I am cursed against playing a certain role. And that is the role of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Now, I don't know what will happen if I ever get round to playing Dorothy. However, I'm probably too old now. I'm getting on, because every time it's about to happen, something happens for it not to happen. And it's happened too many times now that it seems like it's a curse or it's fate. Let me get into my Dorothy Curse with you and share the stories of the past and how the role's been ripped out of the palm of my hand so many times. No, that's an exaggeration. It's really not that bad, but I thought I'd share with you my little Dorothy Curse. We are going back, way back, to primary school when I was about 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm gonna say 9. And we were putting on a school production of The Wizard of Oz. Obviously, don't expect too much, it was a school production, but for me, this was a big deal. So I wanted to play the role of Dorothy, and I've been practicing, and at that age, my American accent sucked. Still not too great, to be honest, but it sucked. So we started learning the songs, ready to audition, and a friend of mine actually had left the country and had been living in America. The day before the auditions, they decided to come back, and lo and behold, she had the perfect American accent and obviously got the role of Dorothy. Very deserving, not taking that away. So I was left to play the good old Scarecrow. And don't get me wrong, I loved playing the Scarecrow. So that was instant number 1 where Dorothy was not mine. To be fair, that's not really a very good example because I didn't get the role in the first place. But this is where my Dorothy Curse begins. The second instance was, I was in an Amdram show of The Sound of Music playing the role of Brigitte. And whilst I was in this show, I had been approached by another company saying, we are doing The Wizard of Oz, would you like to come and audition? And I was super excited because Dorothy was one of those roles that I really wanted to play. So I turned up to the audition, did my part. Anyway, I didn't get the role. They called me back and they said, we thought you were great, but unfortunately you're just a little bit too young. Will you be our understudy? Because we'd love for you to take part in the process and be in the understudy, you know, you'll still get to learn the script, blah, 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 blah. So I said yes, did the understudy. We were in a few months of rehearsals, and then guess what? Dorothy dropped out. And I'm like, super excited because I'm the understudy, right? The role's mine? Yeah, that's how it works? Oh no, they got someone else in to do it because they thought I was still too young. Then don't call me an understudy and get my hopes up because I'm still not the understudy. Anyway, that's instant number 2. We still got more. Oh, we got loads more. So this isn't The Wizard of Oz, this one. This was The Wiz. A society I was with as a kid was putting on a production of The Wiz. I auditioned, I got the role of Dorothy, and I was actually more excited about this one because, in case you don't know, the music in The Wiz is awesome. I was so excited about singing it and taking part in this production. So we started rehearsals. Me being an eager beaver had learnt the entire script already. Did a couple of weeks rehearsals, it was going really well and I was super excited about playing the role of Dorothy. Then one day the director calls us all in, sits us all down and says, right, I have just been given the rights for quite a big show. I still intend to do The Wiz, but what we're going to do is we're going to put The Wiz on hold because the rights for the show is too big of an opportunity basically to turn it down. So if that's okay with everyone, we're going to pause where we are, do this other production, and then come back to The Wiz. And the production was Jesus Christ Superstar, so we were all quite excited about that. Absolutely fine. Did Jesus Christ Superstar, ended up playing Mary Magdalene anyway, which was awesome. And then we came back to The Wiz. So we started rehearsals again, and then the director calls us all in, sits us all down and says, right, I've just managed to get the rights for Les Mis school edition on stage, so I think we're gonna pause The Wiz here and do this and then come back to it. Again, super excited, Les Mis being one of my favourite shows, Got to play the role of Fontaine, which was just, I loved it. I loved that role and I would happily play it again. So anyway, did Les Mis, blah, blah, blah. Went back to The Wiz. Guess what? Hi everyone, I managed to get the rights for this show, and at this stage I was like, we're never doing it. This is just never gonna happen. So yeah, that show just never happened, which was really sad because I was super excited. Story number 4. So I think it was BBC, correct me if I'm wrong, was doing a search for Dorothy for, what was the show called? Somewhere Over the Rainbow or something like that. In case you're not from the UK and you have no idea what I'm talking about, kind of similar to the X Factor. Over in here we used to do a search for a star of the musical, so they've done one for Joseph, searching for Joseph. They did one searching for Nancy in Oliver, but this one was searching for Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. So I was super excited, super stoked. My mum had messaged me and told me that she'd seen it and that I should apply. Went online, printed off the forms, sent in all the applications, spent a while writing them out because I wanted to make sure I wrote a really good application form, printed it off, sent it out, and then I get a response saying that I had sent my application form a day too late. Dorothy Curse number 4. Someone does not want me to play Dorothy. Example number 5. I've been working professionally for a couple of years at this point, and I'd just been given my first contract on board my first ever cruise ship. So this isn't exactly playing the role of Dorothy, but bear with me, okay? It makes sense. So we had 5 different productions, 6. We had 6 different production shows, all in all, to learn. One was like a cowboy show, one was like an Elvis show, you know, they were all kind of different shows. One of them was a Magic of the Musical show. And right at the end, there was a huge Judy Garland section. And guess what? It finished with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So for me, I was super excited being a huge Judy fan. And I was so excited to just sing this Judy Garland section and finish with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And in my head I'm thinking, hey, I've never been Dorothy, but I'm gonna sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow like I'm Dorothy. So, we get to it. We start rehearsals, we rehearse all our shows, everything's going great. Director calls us in, sits us all down and says, right, I've just spoken to the cruise line that we are providing the entertainment for, and they want to get rid of this show because they've had it on for so long. So we're gonna get rid of the Magic of the Musical show and we are going to put on a different show. I am never ever gonna get to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow on stage. Ever. And it's a weird one because, I mean, I know they're just a couple of instances, there has been more, but I just wanted to pick a couple of the best ones. It just seems like something's going on, and if I ever, and it's probably too late now, let's be honest, but if I ever get to play the role of Dorothy, what the hell's gonna happen? Is the world gonna collapse? Like, is something gonna fall down? Are we gonna have a major earthquake? I don't know, but something is stopping that from happening. So I wanna know if you guys think you have any role curses. Are there any roles that you've like always wanted to play and got so close but yet so far? Because maybe we have curses. Maybe there are curses in life against certain things. Or maybe we're just not meant to play those roles. Maybe I'm just not suited to be a Dorothy. And that's okay. I'll accept it now. Maybe I'll record a cover of Somewhere Over the Rainbow and pop it on my YouTube. Screw the curse. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. I know this has been a bit of a wacky video, but I thought I'd share with you this silly story, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Join this lovely little theatre Disney / weird family in the corner of YouTube. And take care, everyone. I'll be back very soon. All the best. Bye for now.